I'm on the phone with Engelbert Humperdinck, who is, he's got a brand new album getting ready to come out, a brand new CD called Engelbert Calling. It'll be in the stores this coming Tuesday. That's tomorrow, or at Amazon.com and iTunes.com. Mr. Humperdinck, thanks for the time this morning. I appreciate it.
Oh, my pleasure. Nice talking with you, Fred.
I'll tell you what, we hear all the new artists that are out there all the time and everything, and I think some people might forget that you're still out there, but I'm looking at the bio, and after 45 years of having your first number one, you're still putting out CDs.
Isn't it wonderful? I mean, this was a great effort. It took 2 years to do, 2 years, a labor of love, and to get all these people together and record with them was quite an effort, because they all do their own things and I do mine. But I finally got a great bunch of people together, and of course the album turned out just great.
Oh, the lineup is terrific, and I listened to some of the songs the other day. They sent me a preview copy, and I got to tell you, was it a labor of love because of the songs that you picked? Because there are some real classics on there, or was it because of the people that you finally got a chance to work with?
You know what? It's a combination of both. It was nice getting to work with all these wonderful people. I mean, the person who started off was Elton John. Elton was the one who sort of kicked the ball right from the get-go. I was listening to one of his live albums, and he said, "Here's a song I wrote when I was a struggling artist, and waiting for an Engelbert Humperdinck to come along and take the song and make it a hit." Well, I finally called, and he said yes. So we decided to call the album Engelbert Calling, and he's the one who was first on the list. And after that, he's like the honeycomb.
Oh yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, Willie Nelson and Winona Judd, Kenny Rogers, Johnny Mathis, all these great. And I think the best way to describe them, they're great vocalists, not just singers, but like you, they know how to take a song and really tell the story of the song. Did you find it easy to work with people like that?
I loved them because they're all legends in their own right, and I'm going to tell you, they know how to handle a song, and they're world chart toppers, and it's just great. I mean. My song "Release Me" was the one that started my life, because it stopped the Beatles from having their 13th number one, and it started my life all over the world, And I just know what it's like to be working with all these lovely other people.
Yeah, and they're all classics. I mean, but you're no slouch. 150 million albums. Come on, worldwide. And I don't. People get all excited about the current artist. If you look at what Engelbert has done. 24 platinum albums.
Sometimes I hear about people saying that they've sold, 8 million, 9 million people, or 20 million, something like that. But, in today's world, you don't sell as many as you did when I first started in the industry in the 60s. You had to sell 8 million before you got a gold album,
Sure. Yeah, and you've got 63 golds and 24 platinums.
Much more, I think it is. I was looking at it. It's about 72, I think.
Well, maybe this will be number 73. It comes out on...
Please, God.
comes out on Tuesday.
But I'm excited about it because it's wonderful to be, back on the airways. It's just lovely. It's just lovely to be back on the airways.
Well, the nice thing about this one is you had so much great music to pick from and so many cool artists to work with. It's an actual double album. Have you done a double album before?
I can't remember. Yeah, I've done one double album before, but this one is really a double album. It's got all the names on it, which are really great. And of course, working with Gene Simmons was just a joy. From Kiss, and he just. He brought such magic into the studio. He's a wonderful person.
I wanted to ask you about that one because Spinning Wheel by Blood, Sweat, and Tears is one of my favorite songs. When I saw it on the list, that's the first one I gravitated to. And I got to tell you, at first when I saw it, I thought, that is an odd pairing. Engelbert Humperdinck, Gene Simmons from
Gene
Kiss.
Simmons, right.
How did that magic work out in the studio?
It really worked great because, the funny thing is, people have always said that Gene and I look alike. And so when we, and they put out a little piece of business where half his face and half my face. And believe it or not, we do look alike.
Oh, I'm going to have to see that picture. If people want to keep up on what Engelbert's doing, Engelbert.com is the website, or you can follow him on Facebook also, official Engelbert Humperdinck. Now, you are going to go out on the road and support this CD, right?
Yes, I am. I'm doing that. I'm doing that right now. I'm out there plugging it, and I've tried a few tracks in the show, and it's working extremely well, and people are loving it, and I'm so thrilled that I was able to do this magnificent album with all these wonderful people.
Well, the closest you're going to get to us is Northfield, Ohio, at the Hard Rock Live Cafe, and that'll be in May, so we'll have to hold on until then. I guess we'll just have to be satisfied with picking up the double CD on Tuesday at Amazon.com or iTunes.com and just listen to it until May when you show up live.
It'll be as fresh as you just heard it.
Excellent. Engelbert, thanks a lot for the time today. Good luck with this brand new CD.
Thank you for it. Thank you very much. My best to you and all your listeners.